Hey guys, it's Todd Ault here. I'm in Atlanta on my way to Europe, and it's May 2nd, 2022. Yeah, I'm wearing a bear mask because it's a bear market. Now, you may have saw the rally today a little bit, but that's a rally inside a bear market. It's May 2nd, 2022. This is episode 216. It will be abbreviated, but my man, my friend, my colleague, my close confidant, one of my most trusted advisors is hanging out in the studio. Jason Bartholomew, what's up, buddy?
In the house here, just reviewing today's activities, watching gold and silver get smashed into oblivion. Oh. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I was just watching silver and gold get obliterated here while the bear market has a small dead cat bounce. Nothing much going on today.
For sure.
Hi.
What do you think of that small dead cat bounce today?
I mean, it was literally nothing. What, the Dow finished up 85 points. I mean, the Nasdaq had a small dead cat bounce. I guess what did Amazon end up doing? Flat again? Let's take a look. AMZO, Amazon. Oh, actually, Amazon was up 0.18%, and it gave that back in the after hours here, just briefly into the closing bell. So, yeah, this is going to get worse and worse and worse. I hate to be a bear, but Todd has it. Oh, Todd's now Todd, are you a space cadet?
I am. Hey, listen, speaking of space cadet, what's interesting about the market right now is I tend to make more money during high parts of volatility. And so I've been able to trade the triple Qs. I've been able to trade a couple other names, just short-term trading, taking advantage of some what I consider level one sell-offs. The Qs, Netflix, Rocket Mortgage, as everyone saw, I tweeted out about that. Mm-hmm. Got long a little GE. My main name down today. Got along that a little bit. Did a little Occidental Petroleum because of Warren Buffett. But for the most part, I am, really in our normal names, Jason. We're just in our normal names and working our portfolio companies, which is most important, right? When we start to look at our normal names, the things that we trade on a regular basis, there's not really anything to do except focus on some of our core assets that we have. And so I've been really focusing internally on what we've already achieved in terms of the things we bought. I got to get rid of this filter. So hold on a second. Sorry, Jason. I was saying I really been focusing on the things we've already acquired in our portfolio. I'm off actually to England to see MTIX, our advanced textile machine. And so if you look internally, the lender is doing fine. Focused on some of our core businesses internally. What's going to happen with Turn On Green, what's going to happen with Gresham, with that merger with Gigatronics. And I think when you think of things like when you buy a stock as buying a company and not trading, it makes you look for bargains. Now, I do trade indexes, Jason, as you know, the triple Qs, the diamonds, because I do look for what level 1, level 2, level 3 sell-offs, but I'm not a fan of the market right now. But I am a fan of a couple individual companies which are really deeply down from where you and I sold them. There are a few that are way lower than where you and I sold them before. So I find that interesting. But let's go to a couple things here. Our conference is filling up quickly, May 12th to the 15th. Some of you that have DM'd me, thank you so much. I'm going to comp you tickets. Those people out there like JB Ballin and others, I'm going to comp you as I committed to keeping my word to you on that.
Nice.
We're going to have Damon John there, Josh Allen, Anthony Starr, who's a rock star, Thomas Lee, Bradley, Lee Steinberg, Charles Payne, Chris Wu, Greg Fox, Connor Daly, Aaron Schock, Mike C. Rock, and Jason Bartholomew, along with Dr. Frank Albo and many, many others, including the guys from Earnity. It's going to be a great show. But let's roll a little bit of a clip on that if we can, my man. Let's go, Brett.
It's the Risk On Business Conference. We are launching a platform, the Risk On Business Platform. The speaker list continues to grow, and it is a business conference. You're going to learn stuff. You're going to earn stuff. Whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here. Now you can attend our Risk On conference virtually. I priced this so that everyone could come. Go to riskonevents.com and book now.
Hey, Jason, what are you thinking about the market here? Let's go to a market update because obviously I'm going to go catch a plane to England and I have a limited schedule here. But what are your thoughts on current market conditions? Any stocks you like? Any news you want to cover?
Current market conditions, definitely cloudy with chance of strong thunder showers. The Dow did finish green, like I said, up 85. The NASDAQ was up 200 to 12,536. S&P 4155 up 23. Bitcoin 38,441. It's been on that channel for a while, huh? That 37 to 42-ish, somewhere right in that range.
Yeah, you can't seem to break out of it for sure.
Yeah, Ethereum's 28.45 again, same thing, 28 to 30 or 27 to 31 on Ethereum. Oil staying strong. I don't see that letting up anytime soon. In fact, Buffett made a new investment, I think. Oil 106. One thing that baffles me is, the bond market is going up. I think the 10-year or the 20-year, let's take a look at it real quick. The 30-year bond is 304, okay. The 10-year is 298, and the 2-year is 273. So would you want to put your money in bonds at 3% when you have real inflation of 15 to 20%? I don't think so. Doesn't make sense that gold and silver are getting tamped down heavily. There's no really escape hatch here, Todd. I don't know where you would put your fiat currency right now, other than identifying, undervalued individual tickers. Maybe you can take a look at Amazon or maybe a couple of other techs, but Costco, I don't know if that's a safety valve. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, my concern is I was listening to Buffett over the weekend, and a lot of stuff he says makes sense, but there's really a disconnection with him and Munger on the value proposition for some of these crypto assets. And I think that has kind of a short-term, little haul over the market a little bit, and it's really not paying attention to the use case for Bitcoin, the amount of energy and time it goes into mining Bitcoin, and really what's happening. But the reason I bring that up is because this whole Bored Ape thing that happened over the weekend, where there was a bunch of gas fees and people kind of got ripped off, is an example of why the crypto market is still the Wild West, is an example of why there's still going to be problems. And that's why I keep defaulting back to why we like to mine Bitcoin. And Jason, I appreciate you. I know you're working hard to continue to get those installations happening. We came out with a report this morning on mining, and obviously the plan is to have those 9,600 miners, I think it's 9,600 by the end of May. Jason, I wondered if you could just lightly touch on the logistical comment that Joe made about the logistics of shipping that many miners overseas on planes, or do you really have not much of a comment to say about that? Does the statement speak for itself?
Yeah, it is what it is. We have contracts with Bitmain every month. We pay our bills. They send the machines. We coordinate flights based on availability. Sometimes availability is there's a little bit of a hamstring in availability, but I look for the machines to come in a timely fashion here within the next 7 to 12 days. We should be able to take those 1,995 machines in based on what I'm seeing for flights. Charters right now with all different airlines. They should be moseying on into Michigan shortly, and thereafter we'll receive another order in May.
Jason, is it affected? But I was more thinking about commenting on the logistics of the war in Ukraine. I know initially that was affecting some charters, but is that passed yet, or are you still dealing with logistical issues there?
Well, there's a lot of issues in China right now. It's locked down. Their ports are like a cluster, what? So a lot of that shit rolls downhill into other airlines. Cargo ships are all backed up, all the ports. If you look at China right now, they've locked down their citizenry. It's just a really chaos over there. So, as China goes and the export and logistics.
They're not really. Yeah, Jason, they're not really letting Shanghai open up, and they're not really taking outside vaccines. I know I don't want to go into the vaccines issue with you, but effectively they've shut down the entire city of Shanghai now for a couple of weeks. So I presume that's causing some, ripple effect across the shipping universe. Anyways.
Yeah,
that's yeah.
We'll have the machines coming. not really an issue here. We have a good relationship with Bitmain. It's just a matter of our partner, Sea Lion Cargo. Shout out to them. They're doing a great job. So we're identifying airlines that have some cargo space. We're allocating our pallets of ASICs miners accordingly. And, yeah, I just got an update today for all the flights. So everything's smooth here. We'll be fine.
Jason, what's your thoughts on gold, though? You said gold and silver are getting hit and the dollar strong, obviously. And I like your take on it's just the strongest fiat out there relative to other fiats. But why would gold be getting hit here with an inflationary environment we still have here?
Makes no sense, but there's no liquidity right now in the markets. I mean, you could make a case to say that a lot of the banks are shorting the paper markets in gold and silver like they always do. But wow, $22.67 for an ounce of silver, that's close to like mining production costs when you factor in all the increased costs of energy in the mining sector. That's to the point now where, I mean, you could just buy the silver from the miners directly. Like First Majestic Silver has their own bullion situation on their website. You can just go and buy the silver there. I mean, you could just go buy it from the miners directly rather than buy it from the bullion banks. The premiums are outrageous on silver. So you're looking at 15% premiums, sometimes higher on U.S. Mint American Eagles. If silver's $22.67, 1 ounce American Eagle right now is probably $35 an ounce. So there's a disconnect there. If you want to buy silver, you don't want to pay for exorbitant premiums. So a lot of people turn to gold or platinum. The platinum to gold ratio is like 0.45, which is almost near an all-time low. So you could identify platinum as a historically low cost right now. So you might want to look at platinum, just an idea, not a recommendation.
Hey, Jason, I had the privilege of watching VK get the pole this weekend and really almost win the race. I know he was very disappointed in what happened after Pato passed him. But it was congratulations to VK on his first pole of the year and a great start for Ed Carpenter Racing. VK's up in the point challenge there, and obviously that car, we have some special announcements about that. BitNow is on that car. I was pretty excited about that. Did you happen to get a chance to see any of that, Jason?
I didn't get to see the race. I watched on the app the qualifying, and I watched the race on the app, and I did notice that. And then I heard that there was a situation there that I don't know what happened exactly. Maybe you can talk about it. Where there was one of the team. Was it Palou, I guess, and Jimmy Johnson? They kind of colluded a little bit to stop Renus.
Yeah, I would say that it was not under team orders. It looked like Jimmy Johnson slowed down to allow Palou to catch up during that slow exit out of out of the pit. It was really, to me, a little bit bad fool, but that's racing, and I bet Connor would have did the same thing for VK. So you can't really blame them. You can't really say much about that because but look at it. I don't know if you can see this, but what a beautiful course. It's considered the Augusta of Indy, and we were down in Alabama at Barber Motorsports, and it was just an incredible opportunity down there. Jason, what's on your mind, man? You seem a little down. What's going on?
No, I'm not down at all. I'm getting ready to play some poker at the end of this month, and the World Series of Poker starts back in Vegas, so it'll be a poker player's paradise. The 2022 WSOP, for the first time ever, will be at the Paris and the Bally's Hotel on the Strip, mid-Strip. It's going to be very exciting. The Rio, bless its heart, with all of its years of performance there, with the large Brazilian room, the Amazon room, it's going to retire. A lot of good memories there. So the Rio will retire just like Binion's did back in the day when the fields were much smaller downtown. Binion's was the OG of WSOP. I think that's where Chris Moneymaker in 2003 won the main event and turned on the massive interest in the poker world where ESPN caught on. Now I think it's with CBS Sports. So at the end of May, early June, we will be cranking up the WSOP. I'll be playing that first event. It's a $500 buy-in with at least $5 million in the prize pool. So you're looking at first place to be around $1 million or more on that tournament. That's quite the value, Todd. We talk about identifying value. That's definitely Value Town.
So one of the things that Jason and I are talking about, guys, is that we really love poker. This is a show about risk, and risk poker is a great identifier of risk and how you take that risk and how you calculate the odds. And that's something that Jason's great at. And I'm working with Jason to do a deal where we can get the entry fees, and then everyone who signs up from this program could possibly participate in sponsoring Jason, who is a professional player, and playing some tournaments. So stay tuned for that. We're going to definitely do something. If you're going to be in Vegas for the World Series, you got to let us know that. And if you're going to be at the conference, the Risk On conference, we're going to be doing a lot of special things around poker. Everyone who comes and signs up and comes to the conference gets $100 of Bitcoin for being there. And there'll be some special things that we're going to be giving out for people there to follow Jason at the conference. And as Jason, we're going to track Jason in all of his glory in every tournament. My mission is to make sure Jason plays every single tournament he can and gets max value. So those of you who want to participate with me, we will have more on that next week as Jason and I work out the legal issues about staking Jason. There is legally, we're allowed to stake him. But I just got to be careful on YouTube to not get myself in trouble with what I want to do for the audience. But my goal is for everyone that watches this show live to be able to sign up for a special live only clip that then Christy will edit out of the non-live version, and that you guys get to participate like you did with those 51 people who signed up for Bitcoin. You guys get to participate in Jason's action, which I'll be paying for as a gift to my friends who watch us here. But we have to get that illegally approved, so we're working on it. I wouldn't bring it up if I didn't think it wasn't going to get approved, but we're going to work out the arm's length logistics. I don't think we can take any money from anyone watching, nor would we. But we definitely want to reward our people who cheer on Jason Bartholomew. We're going to have live updates from the tournament. We're going to make sure that we know where Jason's ranking is. And of course, as much as I can be, I'll be down there to cheer on Jason, because Jason, the other day you made it to a final table, did you not?
Yeah, I was just screwing around at the Orleans. It's kind of a crusty locals hotel, and it's right around the corner from where I live. So we rolled up in there and gave them a crisp $100 fiat bill and participated in a small tournament. Like 200 players. We ended up taking 7th place. We made the final table. It was a little bit rusty. Haven't played since last October when we final tabled the Golden Nugget for $22,500. So anyway, 7th place. Had a little side bet last longer with a guy that was at my table. We put $100 each up, and the person who lasted longer got to win. So I took his 100. I took 462 more from the Orleans tournament. So we cashed for 562. We played 5.5 hours, and so our win rate was like $90 an hour. Whatever. We had some fun.
Christy, I don't think we have a joke from Skylar, right? She's not on today, correct? Christy?
No.
Nope. Christy, you don't have a joke?
No, Christy is not on.
I can do a joke. Oh, I can. Can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me, Todd?
I can hear you.
Okay,
fine,
great.
But I don't know if the audience can. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so I guess I can make something up.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I should do that or not. Actually,
we're allowed to. We're allowed to go. We're allowed to go without jokes.
Maybe not.
Okay, well, we don't have to have a joke
No,
today.
that's fine. So we may. Hey, Todd, we might want to see if we can get maybe KO. KO can get permission to video at the WSOP. We can wear our BitNile gear there. I asked.
That'd be great.
I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe besides yourself, who can probably dip in for a tournament or two, maybe we can ask Renus or Connor if they want to play a tournament and wear some BitNile gear and show up there with us. Just a thought.
Hey, Jay, guys, check out my social media. It's Todd Ault on TODDAULT on Instagram. You can also get me on Twitter. I'll be over in England this week, and so I'll be broadcasting live from Huddersfield, England. If you are fans of the show and you're in England, look me up. I'll be in Huddersfield, where MCIX is out there engineering machines and doing what they do. Christy, what else we got to cover before we take off?
That's it. We hope you're having fun there, and I know you're on business and lots of meetings. So we are missing you here in the studio.
Hey, well, we appreciate everybody. Listen, the guys, it's a bear market. There's no question about it. You can say what you want to say. Why are we not covering a lot of things? I don't think you should be out there buying a lot of things right now. One of the things that I did earlier in the year, and Jason knows this, is we raised capital and we sold stocks and we paid off debt. I did that personally too. I didn't sell any stocks, but I paid down debt that I thought make sure that, you know, we didn't have any of this high interest rate debt that could spike up. And therefore, the things I like are more, they're more, shall I say, companies I want to own. And so therefore you don't see me talking about them unless I'm going to file a 13D.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're focused really on our core portfolio, the things we own, like Turn On Green, BitNow Inc., the data center. We're looking to invest internally, continue to build that data center. So sometimes the best thing to do is nothing. And Jason,
Yeah.
we're doing stuff internally. We're not doing nothing, but we're really, I mean, you and I, Jason, how often are we even really looking at stuff getting beat up, right? We're kind of just focused on what we're doing in the mining space, right?
We are. I mean, we're looking to diversify our, it's good that we look for additional opportunities to energize machines, especially now. We didn't really talk about this, but it looks like New York State is going to do a 2-year moratorium on quote-unquote dirty crypto mining, meaning coal-based, grid-based, non-renewable energy-based crypto mining. So the squeeze to find power around the country is going to be ramped up even more now. So I like to identify areas in the country that might have opportunities for like hydro power, obviously some nuclear power, wind, solar, so stuff like that. ESG, ESG plays like that. So, I have been traveling a little bit, looking around. So that's something that I've been personally doing, as you know.
Yeah, Jason, I will say to you that I saw that. I appreciate you bringing that up. I forgot to ask you about what you thought about that comment from them about a moratorium on sort of non-green miners.
Yeah.
Very political.
It is. It's very political.
But when we talk about, Jason, we talk about risk on events and being, investing risk on. All those people that put miners in some of those foreign countries, especially in Russia, remember, we had an opportunity to buy a Russian miner, and we passed on that. We were actually going to buy a location in Russia.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would have done to us.
There's a lot of volatility there.
Sometimes it's the things you don't do that save your ass, right?
Correct.
Anyways, guys, we'll see you at the conference May 12th to the 13th. I'll be back this week from England after I visit our manufacturing relationships over there and those MCX machines that are being installed. I'll give you more details when I get them. None of this is obviously a recommendation to buy or sell securities. This is definitely a show for entertainment purposes. Consult your financial advisor. Guys, it's a risk-on moment here. Buy things you love. Don't go chasing things. Everybody, we'll see you on Wednesday. I might do some live broadcasts from England, but we'll see you on Wednesday, everybody. Risk on, Jason. Risk on, everybody. We'll see you later.
All right, safe travels.
I will give you the $150,000 you asked for 30%.
I could run my business off of my cell phone inside of a phone booth. I don't need a big office.
Show me the money!
It works. Sports delivers.
There are a bunch of different uses for NFTs.
I want to unleash what you know already and then give you the confidence to seize on it.
Any superhero you want to be, you can be in this house.
Money's for lending, not for spending.